Varshanenchanshyate Anahuge Anahuto Opi Obijanti Shoridam Bhorto Guru Deha Kita Choketam Katang Shutaya Pitrikreha Kotukam Nishamya Deha Shuravashanenshansate অনাহুতায়পি অভিযন্তি শরিদম বর্তু গুরো দেহ কৃত চ কেতনম কতং সুতয়া পিতৃগ্রহ কৌতুকম নিশম্য দেহ সুরবসন্যাংশতে অনাহুতায়পি অভিযন্তি শরিদম বর্তু গুরো দেহ কৃত চ কেতনম Synonyms: thought, therefore, me, unto me, prasida, please be kind, idam, this, amarta, O immortal Lord, vanchitam, desire, kartum, to do, bhavan, your honor, karunika, kind, bhatha, O Lord, arhati, is able, Tyaya, by you, Atmana, of your own body, or they, in the half, Aham, I, Avatra Chakshusha, having all knowledge, Nirupita, am situated, Ma, to me, Anugrahana, please show kindness, Jachita, requested. Translation written by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O immortal Shiva, please be kind towards me and fulfill my desire. You have accepted me as half of your body. Therefore, please show kindness towards me and accept my request. Text number 15. Rishi Ruvajo. Oh, sorry, text number 14. Sorry, I missed text number 13. Sorry. The synonyms. I recited the verse. So, yeah. Katham, how, Shuddha of a daughter, Pitragrahi Kautakam, the festival in the house of her father, Nishimya, hearing, Deha, the body, Shuravarja, of best of the demigod, no, not, engaged, disturbed, Anahuta, without being called, Opi, even, Obijanti, goes, Shandridam, a friend, Burito, of the husband, Guru, of the spiritual master, Deho Krito, of the father, Cho, and Ketanam, the house. Translation: O best of the demigods, how can the body of a daughter remain undisturbed when she hears that some festive event is taking place in her father's house? Even, even though you may be considering that I have not been invited, there is no harm if one goes to the house of one's friends, husband, a spiritual master, or father without invitation. Next, text number 14. तन्मे प्रसीद इदममर्थवाञ्छितं कर्तुं भवान् कारुणिकवत अर्ति तयात्मनोऽर्थेऽहम् अबद्धचक्षुषा निरूपितमाग अनुग्रहान् गञ्जाचितम् तन्मे प्रसीद इदममर्थवाञ्छितं कर्तुं भवान् कारुणिकवत अर्ति त्वयात्मनोऽर्थे अहम् अबद्धचक्षुषा निरूपितमाग अनुग्रहं जाचितम् तन्मे प्रसीद इदममर्थवाञ्छितं कर्तुं भवान् कारुणिकवत अर्ति त्वयात्मनोऽर्थे अहम् अभद्रचक्षुषा निरूपितमाग अनुग्रहान् जाचितम्. Synonyms. Thought, therefore, me unto me, Prasida, please be kind. Idam, this, Amarta, O immortal Lord, Vanchitam, desire, Kartum, to do, Bhavan, your honor, Karunika, kind, Bhata, O Lord, Aharti, is able, Taya, by you, Amar Atmana, of your own body, or they in the half, aham I, avatra chakshusha, having or knowledge, nirupita, am situated, ma to me, anugrahana, please show kindness, jachita, requested. The translation, O immortal Shiva, please be kind towards me and fulfill my desire. You have accepted me as half of your body. Therefore, please show kindness towards me and accept my request. Text number 15. Rishiro Vacham Evam Giritra Priyaya Vibhashita Datta Prahasan Shurit Priyam Shangsmarita Marma Vida Kubak Ishun Aho Kabishya Sejam Shamakkatam Evam Giritra Priyaya Vibhashita Datta Prahasan Shurit Priyam সংস্মারিত মর্ম বিদ কুবাক ইসুন আহ কবিশ্য সৃজাম সমকতম এবং গিরিত্র প্রিয়ায় অভিভাষিত প্রত্যব্য দত্ত প্রশং সুরিত প্রিয়ম সংস্মারিত মর্ম বিদ কুবাক ইসুন আহ কবিশ্য সৃজাম সমকতম. Synonyms, Rishi Uvacha, the great sage Maitreya said, Evam Das, Giritra, Lord Shiva, Priyaya, by his dear wife, Abhibhashita, being spoken to, Pratabhya Datta replied, Prahasan, while smiling, Shurit Priya, dear to the relative, Samsmarita, remembering, Marma Vidha, heart piercing, Kubak Ishun, malicious word, Jan, which words, Aho, said, Kaho, who Daksha, Vishwasrijam, of the creators of the universal manifestation. Samakshata, in the present. Translation and purported written by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation, the great sage Maitreya said, O Shiva, the deliverer of the hill Kailash, having thus been addressed by his dear wife, replied seemingly, although at the same time he remembered the malicious, heart-piercing speeches delivered by Daksha before the guardians of the universal affairs. Purport. When Lord Shiva heard from his wife about Daksha, the psychological effect was that he immediately remembered the strong words spoken against him in the assembly of the guardians of the universe. And remembering those words, he was sorry at heart, although to please his wife he smiled. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that a liberated person is always in mental equilibrium in both the stress and the happiness of this material world. Therefore, the question may now be raised why a liberated personality like Lord Shiva was so unhappy because of the words of Daksha. The answer is given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Lord Shiva is Atmaram, or situated in complete self-realization. But because he is the incarnation in charge of the material mode of ignorance, tamaguna, he is sometimes affected by the pleasure and pain of the material world. The difference between the pleasure and pain of this material world and that of the spiritual world is that in the spiritual world, the effect of qualitatively absolute. Therefore, one may feel sorry in the absolute world, but the manifestation of so-called pain is always full of bliss. For instance, once Lord Krishna in his childhood was chastised by his mother Jashoda, and Lord Krishna cried. But although he shed tears from his eyes, this is not to be considered a reaction of the mode of ignorance, for the incident was full of transcendental pleasure. When Krishna was playing in so many ways, sometimes it appeared that he caused distress to the gopis, but actually such dealing were full of transcendental bliss. That is the difference between the material and spiritual world. The spiritual world, where everything is pure, is permanently reflected in this material world. Since everything in the spiritual world is absolute, in the spiritual varieties of apparent pleasure and pain, there is no perception other than eternal bliss. Whereas in the material world, because everything is contaminated by the modes of material nature, there are feelings of pleasure and pain. Therefore, because Lord Shiva, although a fully self-realized person, was in charge of the material mode of ignorance, he felt sorrow. Om Jnanantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurim Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Sharangarupa Dadati Shapadantikam Bande Hange Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupa Shakra Jatang Shagana Roganatan Nitam Tang Shadivang Shadvaitam Shabadatam Purijana Shaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Shagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Nitamischam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रियम् वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदम Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Rishiruvacha evam giritra priyaya vibhashita pratyabdata prahasan shuriti priyam Shanshmarita Gamarma Vida Kuvat Ishun Aho Kabisha Srijam Shamakatam. So here the great sage Maitreya said, Lord Shiva, the deliverer of the hill Kailash, having thus been addressed by his dear wife, replied seemingly, although at the same time he remembered the malicious, heart-piercing speeches delivered by Daksha before the guardians of the universal affairs. Here we know that in the previous text and previous chapter also it was discussed that about the toxic that is the Shiva, Daksha, Shiva and Shoti. So Daksha, that is um, um, that uh, used to go what to go to Lord Shiva. Why Shiva is not a standoff when Daksha Prajapati was coming to the Jagna. So then he became angry on that. There is a reason behind it, actually, why Daksha became so serious and uh, used the objectionable words to Lord Shiva. Actually, at that time, Lord Shiva, he was meditating. He always kind of meditating to Lord Vishnu. So for that reason, he um, he did not stand up. That means that uh, the meditating means that okay, he was not thinking about the body. He was thinking about the Paramatma. He always go with the Paramatma realization. That means okay, he is always uh, uh, perseverance with Paramatma. So for that reason, he was engaged his mind in the uh, perseverance to Paramatma. For that reason, he did not stand up. But uh, uh, Daksha, okay, he became angry. Why my son-in-law did not give them respect to me when I was coming to the coming to do the job. So uh, there is a reason. Another reason also is that why Daksha became angry. There is another reason is that uh, the position of the Lord Shiva is higher than the Daksha Prajapati because Lord Shiva, he is an guna avatar. He is an avatar. So this avatar, how this avatar comes? The all kinds of avatar comes from the Shira Daksha Vishnu. In previous cantos, we saw it that from the Kshiradoshayi Vishnu. So his position is an avatar, and Daksha's position is the Prajapati. So that is also another reason Daksha became angry, jealous on Lord Shiva. So here, uh, the there is a Jagna was going to inaugurate by Daksha. Daksha inaugurated going to inaugurate the Jagna. So Daksha invited everybody except Lord Shiva and Shoti. So Shoti heard from somebody else. Then Shoti, she eager to go to that father's Jagna. Jagna. So In that, so in that case, Shruti was um, uh, Shruti tries to convince Lord Shiva to go to the sacrifice father's Jagna. Then Shruti says, what Shruti says to Shiva, that is, many are also going. Uh, I long to see uh, my relatives. Uh, so it is your father-in-law's event. There is no harm in going uninvited, and you should be merciful to your wife. So you should be merciful to your wife. It doesn't matter for me invited or non-invited. That is my father's house. And that celebration is my father's celebration. So daughters, son, everybody should go there without invitation. Children doesn't need the invitation from the fathers or mothers, parents. So Shiva replies, that please remember, Daksha, uh, your father, please remember, Daksha used to harsh word uh, for me, and he is a he is a proud person. Uh, the proud person, though he is a Prajapati, he has the six qualities of the saintly person has the six qualities. What are the six qualities? Not all the saintly persons. Actually, the some saintly person has six qualities. They have the proud of knowledge, proud of austerity, proud of wealth, proud of beauty, and proud of youth, and proud of heritage. These six qualities they have. So, so Daksha became um, um, so he Daksha loses his power of discrimination and cannot see the glories of great personality. Lord Shiva, he is an avatar, and he cannot see the glories of the uh, great great personalities of Lord Shiva. As one example, it can be given in here that uh, milk is very palatable, is very good for the health. But when the milk is touched by the serpent, it became a poison. So similarly, Daksha is in his position is also in a higher position. He is one of the Prajapati. But due to the jealousness, uh, he he was uh, talked against his son-in-law. So that is, and Daksha, that is his false ego. That is the false ego, actually. That false ego, it leads to the envy. So then, what Dakshaka was materially puffed up and envious of Lord Shiva because of his high position. Uh, as qualitative incarnation of the Supreme Lord, and therefore honored and respected more. Daksha's anger at Shiva is not a standing of, was only the fine manifestation of his envy. So I mentioned that is he is so envy that Daksha, because Lord Shiva's position is higher. Uh, in is higher qualitative incarnation of the Supreme Lord. That means the avatar. It directly say. One example I can give, the actually avatar, there are lots of avatar. All the avatars comes from the Shiradashaya Vishnu. But avatari is the only one. He is Lord Krishna, is the avatari. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the avatari. Avatarir shar Gorai avatar Kanona Bhojilitare. That means that Narottam Das Thakur mentioned that avatari, he is the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why we are not worship uh, to Lord Chaitanya by heartedly? He is an avatari. Eh, So in here is also Lord Shiva. He is an avatar, not avatari. Avatari is the Lord Krishna is the avatari. The Lord Shiva, he has a lot of qualities. Eh, that is especially he was um, uh, he he has that is the qualities. There are lot of qualities means that he is a uh, Mahavishnu as well as he is a Shiva. That is the Lord Shiva's position. So Lord Shiva, he is also a Gunavatar. In this here, he is a Gunavatar. Uh, and there are 6 avatars. So Lord Shiva is the one of the avatar. The quality is the guna avatar. So he is also a Atmaram. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur mentioned that he is an Atmaram, situated in complete in self-realization. And he is Tamogunanita. For that reason, he is a Guna avatar. So all the Tamagunanita qualities controlled by Lord Shiva. So always he is attached with the Paramatma. One more respected person, Lord Shiva is always in a Dhyana Magna. He is always in the perseverance mode. See always Paramatma. Purusha Buddhi Shakinam. Those intelligence always in the perseverance of Lord. Those who are Atma Tattvatta, he is an Atma Tattvatta. So he always see the Paramatma of all the living entities, not the body. So for that reason, he is an Atma Tattvatta. Uh, so Lord Shiva always in mental equilibrium in both the distress and the happiness of the material world. So we know that he is a great Vaishnava. Vaishnava nam Jata Shambhu. So he is a great Vaishnava also. But Daksha, he is also in a offered position, but not like he is a Dahatta Buddhi Sampanna person. So, uh, uh, so Lord Shiva, uh, the offering respect to his uh, devotees do not identify with the body. So offering respect to the Vaishnavas means offering respect to Vishnu. He always in the meditation of the Vishnu. Vaishnava always a respect to super soul, not the body. Vaishnava always sees the body as a temple of Vishnu. Here, Daksha identified the body, not super soul. So, Shiva, he is a pure Krishna conscious person, always in a Shuddha Sattva, no material consciousness come to him, in touch with him. So, that is Srila Prabhupada explained in the purport that he is a so there is one example. Iron put it in the fire. That a fire, when fire is iron looks like a fire. That fire is also that iron is also work as a fire. So that means that Lord Shiva's his position is in a higher stage of the position. So that is Shoti um, uh, was trying to convince her husband, Lord Shiva, to attend Tikai in the Kailash, in the Jagna, father's Jagna. But Lord Shiva uh, denied and told to her not to go there. If you go there, you will be abused. It will not good for you. Lord Shiva, but though she was, he could not, she, long time she could not see her parents and relatives. So okay, she was requesting her husband to go to attend in the Jagna. So I am ending here.
Thank you, Dr. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Krishna Shila Prabhupada.
Would like to thank everyone, and today's Pana time is already on 6:26 to 10:47 a.m. We like to pray to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare.
Shina Singha Jai Singha Jai Jai Singha Pradesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam Ugra Veera
Ugraviram
Mahavishnam
Mahavishnu
Sarvatam
Vishnu
Sarvatam
Javatam
Nrsimham
Sarvatam
Vishnu
Gam Nisham
Narsimham
Vishnu
Vishnu
Bhattam
Bhadram
Mittu
Nrsimham
Mittu
Nityam
Namai Maham.
Nrsimh Bhagwan ki Jai
Jai
Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. One
Parubhyascha
Vanchakalpatarubhyah
Kripa Sindhu
Kripalindram
Bhaya Vacha
Bhavet
Patitanam
Patitanam
Pavanebhyo
Pranam
Vaishnavebhyo
Pavane
Namo
Bhyo
Namo.
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namah
Namo Grantvar Srimad Bhagavatam
Ki
ki
Jai
Srila Prabhupada ki
Ki
Jai.
Jai
Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Bol.
Bol.
Thank you, Datta.
Thank you everybody. Hari